Hello students, a very good evening to everyone. There was some technical issue actually. We went on taking this class for 20 minutes. Guys, we went on taking this class for 20 minutes but due to some technical fault here, our team did not go live in fact. Alright, so we are very sorry and we apologize you to keep waiting for 20 minutes. In fact, I was also not aware. I started right from 4:03 p.m. and it's 4:20. Only after reading Navin's message I stopped. Okay? Yes, my friend. Yes. Okay, we apologize for that. In fact, I was not also not we myself not wasn't aware that it was 20 minutes gone and we were under the impression that we are live. Okay, our team had some mismanagement, so we apologize for that. Class started, guys. Is the class has started? Yes. All right. I hope you all are here and you got my point. Fine. We have started with the class right at 4:03 p.m. But due to some mismanagement from our admin side, the team did not go live, and in fact, I was also not informed. Okay, and in fact, for all these 20 minutes, the lecture was conducted, but it was not streamed live. Okay, it was only after I read Navin's message what happened from your side, we came to know that there is something wrong and we paused in between. So never mind, let me start one more time. In the first 5 minutes, I was giving the recap. Yes. First of all, acknowledge quick in the chat section. I am audible, visible to you? Preeti, Krutik, Yashwant, Navin. Am I audible as well as visible to you? Okay, then let's go ahead. Okay, let me not give you the recap of the class yesterday, since we have already wasted a lot of time. Let's start with a new topic from today. Is it okay? Alright, we were talking yesterday about JavaScript variables. We were talking yesterday about concatenation, that is a string concatenation, and most importantly, we were talking yesterday about operators used in JavaScript, correct? Especially modulus operator, exponent operator, and plus minus some kind of operators. I hope you got my point. Alright, fine. Agenda for the class today is functions in JavaScript. Alright, here we go. Fine. So this is the agenda for the class today, that is functions in JavaScript. Alright, now in this 20-minute class that I conducted, assuming you people are live, assuming aap live ho yahan par, this was a work I did. See, day 14 program 1.html. Okay, this is a simple HTML file I created. And I hope how to do that. You just have to write exclamation. Everything will be coded by Visual Studio Code. I just changed the title of the page. Here it is. Let me call it as day 14 or JavaScript day 3. And inside the body, I am printing one message called as welcome to JavaScript functions. Okay, H1 ends. I hope you got my point. Fine. Alright, let me check the output so far. Okay, so here we go. Welcome to JavaScript functions. Okay, this is my JS file, day 14 program 2.js. This is what I was coding in that 20 minutes which you lost. Okay, बस इतना काम किया था, कल का recap दिया और ये दो फाइल बना के रखा. Is it okay? My friends who have joined us new today. Okay, so this is a JavaScript file program. And we have an extension of a JavaScript program as .js. Okay, I'm just using this function alert to see whether JavaScript is working or not. We will use script tag to include this JavaScript program in our HTML document. I'm using script in head. You want, you can use it in body as well. So script src day 14 program 2 script ends. Is that okay? Fine. Alright. Let us save this. Let us come to check the output. Okay. So JavaScript is fairly working. Is that fine? Okay guys. Our work starts now. See, I refresh this page again. The alert box comes and says working. I refresh the page again. Again the alert box comes and says working. दोबारा इसको रिफ्रेश करो. Again the alert box comes and says working. But I don't want this to happen. I want alert box to come and give me a message only when I say. हर बार रिफ्रेश करने पर ऐसा खुद ब खुद नहीं आ जाना चाहिए. I want to call this alert box only when I want. I hope you got my point. Is that okay? Many a times it happens on the web page. Say only if you click on add to cart. Okay, many of us do online shopping. Say I go to Amazon and only if I say add to cart, the number quantity keeps increasing. 1 in quantity, 2 in quantity, 3 in quantity. Is it okay? And the moment I try to leave, it asks me to check out, or you click to check out and some bill will come. Is it? After adding products in cart, I hope people are understanding this example. भाई प्रोडक्ट्स शॉपिंग करने वाले प्रोडक्ट को कार्ट में ऐड करके जब तक हम कुछ चेकआउट पे क्लिक नहीं करेंगे, हाउ द बिल टू बी पेड विल कम, करेक्ट और नॉट? राइट? सो बिल शुड बी प्रोड्यूस्ड इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू ओनली आफ्टर यू क्लिक टू चेकआउट, करेक्ट और नॉट? राइट? सेम थिंग आई want something like that to happen here. ऐसा खुद ब खुद working, welcome, hello, hi message shouldn't come. Only when I click on some button, this type of message should come. Got it? Fine. So let's see what are called as functions in JavaScript. First of all, point number 1. Keep noting, please. Keep noting. Function in JavaScript is a set of tasks to be executed by computer. Alright? Set of task. कार्य people, कार्य, काम. हिंदी में हम फंक्शन को वही बोलते हैं ना, काम करना. For example, there is a fan on the ceiling here where I'm sitting. The fan is functioning. You understood? There's a television right in front of me. TV box. The TV is functioning. Means ये सब अपना काम कर रहे हैं. Alright? The human body has a nervous system or a respiratory system. It is functioning. The function का meaning is what? A set of tasks or a task, a work to be performed. Likewise, even in computer, function is a set of tasks to be executed or performed by computer. ये हो गया what is a function. Number 2, always remember there are 2 steps to deal with a function. किसी भी programming language में function से deal करने के there are 2 steps. Number 1, create a function. Okay, that's called as function definition. Okay, create a function. Function बनाओ. पहले से बना बनाया नहीं मिलता है यहाँ पे, आपको कोड करना पड़ेगा. Alright, computer says भाई मुझे in advance थोड़ी पता है क्या काम करना है, आपको बताना पड़ेगा. You understood? How will I come to know right from advance or right in advance what is to be done on clicking this button or clicking that link or going to next page? क्या करना है मुझे थोड़ी पता है, आप कोड करके बताइए. Got it? So define what the function has to do. That is step number 1. Step number 2, call the function. Okay, because only if you define the function it will not execute unless and until it is called. Is that okay? So this is a 2-step process to deal with function. Function बनाओ, function बुलाओ. I hope you got my point. Is that clear? Function बनाओ, function बुलाओ. Define the function, call the function. Alright. Would wait here in the chat section. Am I audible? to you? This concept is understood orally? Orally the concept of function is clear? Would be glad if someone acknowledge in the chat section, please. Raji, Bharat, Krutik, Preeti, Yashwant, Wasim, Chirag, thank you. Thakur, Ranveer Singh, Saurav Prasad. Guys, good, thank you. Thank you very much. Am I right? Remember my words. Remember my words. Function banao, function bulao. Create the function, then call the function. Correct. Alright, so let's see how to do that. Let's see how to do that. This is my JavaScript program, which was printing message alert working. Okay. Function is created in JavaScript using the keyword function. Alright. This keyword function. Keyword means what? Some reserved words which has been declared by the programming languages. Okay. The function, it's a keyword. This keyword is used to define a new function. Is that okay? For those of my friends who are coming here from the background of Python, आप में से कोई बच्चे अगर यहाँ पर Python के background से बैठे हो, तो Python makes use of the keyword def, def, def45. Alright, we will be soon starting Python almost by the mid of October, wherein we'll discuss about that too. Def, correct. Chirag answers correct. Alright, so function followed by name of the function. भाई आपको किस नाम से फंक्शन बनाना है? नाम तो देना ही पड़ेगा. कल को दूसरा कोड उसे बुलाएगा कैसे? Is it okay? Like how do I know you? How do I call you? I call you by your name like Navin, Chirag, Wasim, etc. Correct or not? तो कल को मुझे ये फंक्शन को बुलाना है. I will call the function by the name. So define or include the name of the function in its definition. Got it? Right? So function, and suppose name of my function is function1. You can give any name to the function as simple as ABC or XYZ or PQR or IJK. कोई भी नाम से function बनाइए. But see, I'm giving the name as function1. Function name must end with opening closing round bracket. Okay, remember brackets are also called as braces or parentheses. Okay, you want me? I'll write these two words here. Brackets or braces or parentheses. This is the different terminology used for the same concept, bracket. Okay, a function always ends with opening closing round bracket. So this is how you will always distinguish between who is a function and who is a variable. Is that okay? Variables don't end with round brackets. People, yesterday we created variables, right? हमने कल variable बनना सिखाया था. So variables don't end with round bracket. If it is ending with round bracket, means it is a function. Alright. Opening, closing, curly bracket indicate function block. I write it. Okay, function block, people. Opening, closing, curly bracket indicating this is a function block. You understand what is the meaning of block? Means its limit, its range, its boundary. आपको ऐसा बताना पड़ेगा भाई. See, opening curly bracket means the function starts from here. Closing curly bracket means the function definition ends here. आप ऐसा close करके नहीं बताओगे, तो how computer will come to know this function has to perform how many tasks? Am I right? This alert also, suppose there is one more alert, suppose there is one more document dot write, there is one more print command, something like that. हाँ तो भाई क्या क्या इस function में include करना है, आप उसे close करके mark बताइए. Am I right? That's called as a block. In fact, every programming language makes use of a block. So the block always defines the opening and ending of a particular function. कहाँ से कहाँ तक का ये function defined है. You understood? From where till where the function definition is existing. Is that, of course, entire program cannot be a single function. It can be, but at least not in our case, right? हमारे केस में तो कम से कम ऐसा नहीं है. Our function has to do just one job, that is print an alert message or display the alert message. Alright, so let me close this function here. Okay, what this function is doing? Come on, this function is just printing an alert or displaying an alert box called as working. Alright, fine. I remove all this additional code so that you are not confused. Let me remove this comment also. So tell me in short, हमने क्या किया अभी तक? In a JavaScript program, we just created a function called as func1. Save this. You don't have to make any changes in HTML as of now. HTML is already including that JavaScript file in the script tag. Am I right? वो तो already include कर रहा है भाई, और तो कुछ edit करना ही नहीं है. Come back to check the code. This time I don't find the alert box as soon as I visit the page. You refresh it as many times as you want. You look, I'm refreshing. But there is no alert box displayed on the page. You know why? Because we have completed just one step of the function, that is function definition, and we have yet not called the function. Is it okay? Function executes and gives output only if it is called upon. Okay, declare this point as a summary of the lecture today. आज के 1 घंटे की क्लास का मॉरल यही आप समझ के चलो. Okay, function executes and displays output only when it is called. उसको बुलाने पर ही वो आउटपुट देगा एग्जीक्यूट होकर. खुद ब खुद फंक्शन उठकर नहीं आता है. Even alert is a function, guys, you know. See, even alert ends with opening closing round bracket, right or not? What's alert? Alert is it's a function. It's a system defined function. Let me say JavaScript defined function. दोनों में फर्क यही है, ये JavaScript का इनबिल्ट फंक्शन है, इसको हमने बनाया. Am I right? Func1 is a custom function and alert is an inbuilt function. Hoping you are understanding. Keep acknowledging in the chat section, friends, especially those who are learning JavaScript for the first time. Okay, never ever to forget. ये concept हमने कभी ना भूलने के लिए सीखा throughout the IT career. Throughout the IT career, we are learning the concept of function. Never to forget. Function definition and then function call. Okay, अब कैसे बुलाए उसको? So look, what did I say you? I want that alert box to come only if I click some button on the page. But my web page has no button. So let me create one button. Inside the body. I'm sorry, not body. Yeah, inside the body, I create once a form. Form opens, form closes. I'm not writing any method of the form, any action for the form. As of now, it is not required. And I create a control called as a button. उसको फॉर्म के बगैर बनाया होता तो भी चलता था. Okay, say okay, just button, and text to be displayed upon this button is click me. Okay, so I just created one button with a text on it as click me. जो बच्चे सोच रहे input type equals to button, हाँ, that will also work. Even if you create button using an input tag, input type is equals to button or type is equals to submit, that will also work. So this way or that way. Oh, so the button is here. Navin, what? Navin, what you want me to explain one more time? Okay, chat section में लिख कर बताओ. I will explain again. Okay. Others, are you understanding? Only Navin or others are also confused? Is it clear? Why the output did not come? Is that clear? See, we created func1. We created our own function func1. And this function is doing what? It is displaying one alert box with a message working. People acknowledge in the chat section. आप नहीं समझ रहे तो फिर फायदा नहीं है. Yes, good, thank you. Alright, but when I come here on the page, output, it doesn't show me the alert box. Why? Because this time alert box is coded inside the function. और फंक्शन आउटपुट तब देता है जब उसे बुलाया जाता है. Yup, correct. Custom and inbuilt. Okay, fine. So let me talk about that point. See, what did I say you? Anything that ends with round bracket is a function. Good, fine. Girls and boys, let me clear Navin's doubt first. उसका doubt पहले clear होने दीजिए. Okay, so even if I write like this, document dot write, and this is how we end it, correct? Opening closing round bracket. That means this write is a function. Write or document dot write, ये function है. What about alert? Ends with round bracket, it's a function. What about print? It's a function. What about prompt? It's a function. Come on, tell me what all we have used. और हमने क्या क्या यूज किया जावास्क्रिप्ट में अभी तक? console.log. This is also a function. But my question to you is, have you defined all these functions or what? क्या आपने बनाए हैं ये सब? No. We are enjoying using these ready-made features, correct or not? Document.write, output print हो जाएगा body पर. Alert, output आ जाएगा in the form of a notification. Console.log, output आ जाएगा in the console section of the screen. Is that okay? So that is my question. Have you created write function? Have you told computer what to do if I use the print function? Have you defined what to do if somebody uses the alert function? No. These functions are inbuilt JavaScript functions. The definitions are present in JavaScript inbuilt libraries. You got my point now? Good, console.log. Right? But ये नाम का function पहले से available नहीं है. I hope you got my point. This is something that I am creating for my own purpose. Maybe all those who are inbuilt will not do the task that I want to do. Means it's a custom function. As per my requirement, we have tailored it. Correct or not? So that's a user-defined function or a custom function. I hope you got my point. Yes. Correct. Good. Thank you for the people who are writing yes and no. Good. Thank you. Alright. Take it. So out. This is all out. I save it again. Once again, we come back to the same question. जिसका जवाब हमने और आपने अभी तक नहीं दिया. अरे भाई तो इसका आउटपुट आया क्यों नहीं? Alert box showing the message working. It is still not shown to be anywhere. You तो said I will make a button and if I click to the button it should come. अभी भी तो नहीं आ रहा है. See, I am clicking upon the button. It's still not coming. Am I right? So how will I do is come back to HTML here. Button has an attribute called as onClick. You understood? Check, there are two options here, click and double click. Okay, we select onClick. Point number 1. This is next important concept, event. You're right. I think Chirag opened up before I could complete. Guys, first of all, onClick, this is an attribute of a button tag. We understand tags and attributes, right? Like font has an attribute color, font has an attribute size, body has an attribute bg color, anchor a has an attribute href. Yes, Bharat, correct. Button is not associated with the function yet. Button is not calling that function yet. Button has to call. That is the meaning of association here. Am I right? People, first of all, इस onClick को क्या कहते हैं? This is an event generated by user on an HTML page. Alright, I have written some examples of events here. This is our previous file. Okay, onClick. There is one more event called as on double click. Okay, on mouse over, on mouse out. Means when you place a pointer or on any object. जब आप अपना माउस किसी ऑब्जेक्ट पर रखकर सिलेक्ट करते हो, that means mouse is over it. Okay, when you take your mouse out of the object, out of focus, that means mouse out. When you press some key from the keyboard, that is called as on key down. There are many more events. As of now, it is important for us to understand on click. Alright, remember, events are always action performed by user to interact with the page. We understand interaction, right? हम आपस में कैसे interact करते हैं? Maybe by talking to each other, maybe by waving hand, maybe by smiling, maybe by nodding. Is it right? So how should I interact with the controls on the page? Maybe I scroll them up and down. Is that okay? Maybe I drag the control from here to there. Are as simple as you click. Maybe you do right click somewhere. Maybe you do double click somewhere. तो ये सब जो छेड़खानी यूजर करता है, you understood all these actions that user performs to interact with the controls on the page, that is called as an action. I hope this is my definition to define event, people. Okay, you will find many authors on different sources have written a lot of things about event, but सीधी साधारण सरल भाषा में event is nothing but action performed by user to interact with the controls on the page. Alright, fine. If I click on the next button, I will be taken to next page. If I click on the back button, I will be taken to the back page, previous page. Double click करोगे तो कुछ और हो जाएगा. Right click करोगे तो कुछ और होगा. Keyboard से data type करोगे तो कुछ और होगा. तो भाई ये सब क्या चल रहा है? These are your way to interact with the page or talk to website, correct? ये user, my friend, end user का तरीका होता है वेब पेज या वेबसाइट से इंटरैक्ट करने का. सो दिस एक्शन परफॉर्म बाय द यूजर इज कॉल्ड एज नथिंग बट इवेंट, एंड इवेंट नीड टू बी हैंडल्ड. ओके, सी, इवेंट जनरेशन इज नॉट टफ. हैंडलिंग एन इवेंट इज अ चैलेंजिंग टास्क. आप तो भाई कुछ भी करोगे, आप क्लिक करोगे, डबल क्लिक करोगे, राइट क्लिक करोगे, ड्रैग करोगे, स्क्रॉल करोगे, बट ये सब करने से होना क्या है वो तो कोड करके ही बताना पड़ेगा to the server or the browser. Am I right? If user clicks on this button, submit the information. If user clicks on cancel, page should be cancelled or information should not be submitted. So all these instructions should be coded behind, right? Fine. HTML pages generate event. Come on, bookmark this point. Let's not go into too much of depth now. HTML pages generate event, but JavaScript react to the event. You understood? Action, reaction. People, go to Newton's third law. Am I right? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. HTML events, or let me say HTML page generates an action. JavaScript write code to handle how to respond to the action. आप क्लिक करोगे तो क्या करना है उसका जवाब JavaScript देता है. राइट क्लिक करने पर क्या करना है उसका जवाब JavaScript देता है. That's called as event handling. You understood? So event generating and event handling. Events are generated by HTML page and events are handled by JavaScript code or JavaScript script. Got it. Thank you so much. Alright, so this is what we are calling here on click. Come on, English meaning of this word on click. Break the two words and read. On clicking. मतलब क्लिक होने पर, इस बटन को क्लिक होने पर क्या करना है? अरे call that function now by its name, func1. Alright, call the function func1, but make sure the file containing function is already included. You understood? आप ये लाइन गायब कर दोगे और ढूंढता ही रह जाएगा func1 किस लाइब्रेरी में ढूंढना है. There must be some definition of func1, ना? Is that correct? JavaScript says, but it's not a predefined function. It's not an inbuilt function. Have you defined? मेरे पास तो ऐसा इस नाम का कोई फंक्शन नहीं है भाई. आपने बनाया है तो कहां बनाया है वो पहले से बता देना, मैं इधर उधर ना ढूंढता फिरूं. Are you understanding my point? So very bold answer to you by JavaScript. भाई मेरा तो फंक्शन नहीं है func1. मेरा होता तो मैं आपके पास आता भी नहीं. हाँ, आपने अगर कहीं डिफाइन किया है तो किधर है वो फाइल जहां पर ये डिफाइंड है, उसका नाम पता मुझे पहले से दे के रखना. So that's what you have answered in the script tag, correct or not? Got it. Thank you very much, everyone. Right? So button, and on clicking this button, this is an action, people. What should happen? This function should be called. I save this program. I come here. Okay, but still I can't see that alert box. अरे भाई नहीं देखेंगे आप. Am I right? Now click to this button or click on this button and it is here. Is it okay? Fine. As many times as you want, click and it is here. Click and it is here. Click and it is here. Is that okay? I hope you're understanding this point. Okay, got it, got it. Thank you very much. I actually intended to do a lot of things with function today, but we have wasted our first 20 minutes due to misunderstanding. I don't want to overburden you. Like, if you can take these programs as a practice, जो बच्चे कर सकते हैं सिर्फ वही, not everyone. जो बच्चे कर सकते, like you have to accept data from the user from text boxes. And on clicking on the button, you have to show what will be the sum, what will be the difference, what will be the product. Is it okay? Only if you can do. Otherwise, tomorrow I will be doing it. Okay? We are going to do this. Don't worry. Right? By the way, what is a function? Is it clear? Quick. Have a quick recap to this part. What is a function? Function is a set of tasks to be performed by computer. Number 2, that two-step process. Function banao, function bulao. Is it right? So define the function, call the function. Alright. Ideally, how does HTML program calls a JavaScript function? First of all, make sure the file where function is defined is included in Java's HTML page. Is that okay? A JavaScript program or a JavaScript file who has defined this function is included in the HTML document. Number 2, using this kind of events like on click or on double click or on right click, on focus, on this one, what should I say, on key down, these events we will be using it. We have huge time for JavaScript in our syllabus structure. ये सब event एक एक करके आएंगे, if not all, maximum of them. I hope you got my point. Chirag, the problem is what, you know, from 5:10 PM, 5:10 के बाद से we ideally have a connected class. Okay, that's the reason we are reluctant to extend it. This problem is only for a few days. We are going to sort it out. We are going to sort it out so that we can still stay connected from 5 to 5:30 for the students who have doubts in some kind of projects or assignment. Okay? I hope you got my point. खाली कुछ एक आध हफ्ते की बात है. For 1 or 2 weeks maybe, cope up with us. We will be extending that. Is it okay, all of us? Take it, fine. Guys, some of you, in fact, many of you were yesterday asking me the difference between let or where and all. Let's quickly discuss that. Let's go. Otherwise, वो आज भी pending रह जाएगा. Bharat, ma'am, can you please explain me how? Okay, okay. Let me answer Bharat's question first. That how storage works in JavaScript. Check it out. See. Okay, this is a JavaScript program. In the same function, I write x is equals to 20. What is x? X is a variable in memory who stores data 20. Okay, अब ये disk पे कैसे दिखता है, you know? One minute, please. Hold on. Okay, like this. One moment. This one. I'm searching for a text box. Okay, check it out. How does it look? Okay, so first of all, this is a variable x. Okay, look at this box. This is a variable x. And because it is integer, it takes around, okay, it takes around 1 byte of memory, 1 or 2 bytes, whatever. Okay, ये x है. Okay, one cell. And suppose if I create y, so there will be another cell Bharat, this is called as a memory cell. Okay, memory cell. Now, first of all, try to understand. जब कोई ऐसे बोलता है data is stored in memory. Okay, so memory means always system memory RAM. Okay, see, this program executes. Okay, whenever this program will execute, X will be assigned 20 in system memory RAM. Program हमेशा RAM में run होता है. Is that clear? Fine. So always program executes in system memory RAM. And whenever anybody use the word disk, that means he or she is talking about hard disk. Right? So these are the two technical terms associated with data storage. Memory मतलब RAM. हम ये word interchange नहीं करते. We never call RAM as a disk. Bharat, I hope the others are also understanding. हम कभी RAM को disk नहीं बोलते. I hope you got the point. You might have so many apps in your mobile phone, but if you click and open any app, the app is launched in memory, people, not inside your SD card. SD card is a permanent storage, na? Is it okay? तो जो प्रोग्राम ओपन होता है, ओपन होने के लिए उसे RAM में बुलाया जाता है. Why? Because RAM is an execution memory. Okay, RAM is called as an execution memory, whereas hard disk is called as a storage. Okay, imagine hard disk is just like a cupboard. It is just like a cupboard. What is the use of a cupboard? Tell me. You open the cupboard, you store the stuffs inside, and you close it. But hard disk is also like a safe locker or a safe cupboard. There is a notepad file in my hard disk. Picturize the story in your mind. Okay, hard disk में there is one notepad file. Somebody asks me double click and open. My straight reply to you will be I can't do that. You understood? अरे कर ही नहीं सकते हैं. वो खाली storage है. उसे open करने के लिए that program has to be launched in RAM. Why? Because RAM is an execution memory. Okay, so whenever you run any program, a program always executes in RAM, not in a hard disk. Alright, तो ये जो variables हम create करते हैं, these variables are allocated memory from or in RAM. Is that clear, Bharat, now? Right? Program जब तक execution में है, तब तक variables are allotted. The program execution stop, variables are also freed or they are released. You understood? Meaning X की पहचान, you understand हिंदी ना, Bharat? X की पहचान तब तक है जब तक program is under execution. Okay, the moment program stops executing, who is X, even RAM doesn't know. Is that clear? हाँ, ये बात अलग है. We can make this variables to be created on hard disk by writing some additional code. You understood? By writing some additional code, we can force the variable to be stored or to be created under your disk. But ideally, we don't prefer to do that. Okay, so X is equals to 20. Maybe ये 1 या 2 बाइट का मेमोरी X के लिए जब प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूट होगा RAM में allocate होगा. Now clear? Alright. Yes, of course, we have a lot of file structures wherein we have to open the file, store the data in the file, erase आएगा. वो सब में कैसा disk use होता है वो तब देखेंगे. Alright. So this is how JavaScript variables makes use of memory. I hope that's clear. All of us fine? Okay. People, Bharat, acknowledge to me if it is clear or you want a little more explanation about that. Only if that's clear, I'll go ahead. Okay, waiting for you. And I go to Visual Studio Code behind. आप बीच में बता देना. ठीक है? People see. Next. There are different ways in which we declare variable or in which we create variable in JavaScript. Okay, I cannot go into much depth now, but from here I will continue tomorrow again. In fact, at 4:10 around I was talking about let and where, but due to some misunderstanding you missed it or we missed it. ठीक है, 4 ways. जब आप कोई तरीका नहीं बताते हो, that means should I declare this variable using where or using let or using const, so that method is called as automatic declaration. Understood? Automatic declaration. If a variable is declared automatically, then it can be globally used anywhere. Okay, अभी global scope क्या होता है, local scope क्या होता है, we will talk in a specific topic called as scope of the variables. Alright, so don't break your head today for that. उसके पीछे अपना दिमाग फोड़ी बिल्कुल भी नहीं करना, वो पूरा टॉपिक आना बाकी है. Local scope of the variable and global scope of the variable. Then I will tell you the difference between what is x equals to 20 and what is the meaning of where x equals to 20. Is that okay? Now, as of now, try to understand the difference between where and let. First of all, this method where is outdated. This was the fashion. This was the method of declaring variable in JavaScript right from 1995 to 2015. Okay? Where को हमने 2015 के बाद JavaScript में यूज करना बंद कर डाला, और आज अगर यूज करते हो तो only for those browsers who are very old, like some old versions of Internet Explorer and all people. You understand? और मे बी Netscape Navigator अगर किसी ने भी सुना होगा तो पुराने ब्राउजर्स है, who do not support the new methods of variable like let and all. Understood? So only for them you have to use where, otherwise we do not use where. Understood? There are many reasons why we stopped working with where. ऐसी बहुत वजह है भाई, where हमने क्यों, ऐसे ही तो डेवलपर्स ने बंद नहीं किया होगा, उसमें से एक वजह ये है. Look, what I do, you know, I keep my mouth shut. आप खुद से समझते हैं कि नहीं, देखिए. Check it out. Where x is equals to 20, where x is equals to 50. And I want to print what is stored in x. So I write alert x. Okay, या तो फिर ऐसा लिखते हैं document.write x. I hope you understand x is a variable. Variables are never printed inside quotes, right? इस बात पे जरा ध्यान दीजिएगा, स्पेशली वो बच्चे, हमारे वो सारे दोस्त जो प्रोग्रामिंग में न्यू हैं. Variables are never written under the quotes, otherwise they will print the name of the variable. It will never reference the value stored in the variable, correct? Okay, so x is 20 also, x is 50 also, God knows what programmer wants to say. Okay, so I come here on the output, I say click me, what it shows? 50. Am I right? 20 chala gaya. That means what? If you use the variable declared using where again, it will overwrite the existing value. Understood? Overwrite कर देता है people. ये risky है. देखिए, if I write x again, 990 something, so first 20 got overwritten by 50. Now 50 got overwritten by 990. Ideally क्या होना चाहिए था? वो आपको error देना चाहिए. It should give you an error. Raji, this is one of the reason why where is not used now. Raji Guru, this is one of the reason out of many. One that I am discussing now. Right? See, ideally what should have happened? By x नाम का variable तो already है. You are declaring x again. So that should be error. Variable already exists. But it doesn't give such error. Again I say click 990. And if I write like this, where x equals hello, save, click, it says hello. Means the previous value gets overwritten if you use variable by the same name. Okay. Same thing try to do with let. Say let y is equals to 10. I am printing y. I am not printing x, huh? 10 got printed. And by mistake, instead of writing z, I again wrote y. By mistake is equals to say 30. You look, Visual Studio Code is giving you an error syntax here. भाई ये गलत है. It's wrong. I still ignore and I dare to run. Click. पहली बात तो वो आउटपुट ही नहीं दे रहा है. पता कैसे चलेगा where is the error? I hope you got my point. Is it right? पता कैसे चलेगा where is the error? So Control Shift J. Sai Pravalika, I'll come to your point. Just a moment. Control Shift J, or even you can do right click inspect. Come to console. It shows the error. Identifier Y has already declared. I hope you got my point. So is one difference between where and let understood? Raji? Yesterday some people were asking, Navin was asking, I think yesterday Chirag was asking. Is that clear? Fine. So let this keyword or this method doesn't allow variable ka reusing. Okay, it stops the variable to be reused, it stops the variable to be overwritten. I hope you got my point. Otherwise, there are many reasons. Variable created using where they are function scoped. Understood? ऐसा तो let भी function scoped होता है. But वो scope किसको बोलते हैं? As I told you, we have time to come. उसको आराम से सीखेंगे. Local scope and global scope. In fact, you yourself will be in the state to answer once I discuss about them. Good, thank you. Thank you, good. Okay, but this is not the only difference. This is one of the difference between where and let. Understood? ऐसा उसका एक एक पोल आपके सामने खोलते जाएंगे तो आप बोलोगे भाई where यूज करो ही मत. Understood? Good it has been left. अच्छा ही हुआ उसको छोड़ दिया. It is risky. It will unnecessarily overwrite the data. ये आपका केस में overwrite हो गया चल गया. What if the data is too sensitive? You understand? It is some kind of report or it is some financial file containing some financial information or some sensitive corporate data. तो risky है भाई. Let's stop using it. I hope you got my point. Is it okay? Yes. Constant is also used, Chetan. I'll talk about constant tomorrow with a practical example. If you declare constant, you can never change the value of that variable ever again. तो सोच समझकर constant declare करने का always. Okay? I'll show you constant with a practical example. Just for today, take this definition and be satisfied. Constant variables are not allowed to change the value. तो सोच समझ के करिए. If programmer is very sure that variable is not going to change the value, like formula of a circle, area of a circle, pi r square. Now I know pi is nothing but 3.142. Blah 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 something. So pi is always constant ना. Radius कौन सा भी हो, ये थोड़ी कभी change होगा. I hope you got my point. Is that okay? Constant. Is that clear? Fine. Small g for gravity 9.18. Yep, that's constant. Alright, so we'll talk about constant more clear tomorrow. Hoping you are understanding. Is it okay? Fine. Sai is asking, good evening ma'am, please change the timing of the class. My college completes till 4:45. Sai, we have a lot of requests from the people to change the time due to their office hours and the college timing. We are working upon it. Okay, we are working upon it. In fact, we also want many people to be benefited. But since we agree, due to the odd timings, most of them could not. So we are working upon it, but you still have to give us another 2 weeks to come to the permanent change. That will be in the evening, either 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. I don't know this will be how much flexible with you guys now, but there are hundreds of requests out just to change this slot. Okay, so that will be most probably brought into effect post 10th of October. Is that clear? Sai? And in fact, others also know. Okay, that's the reason. If you try to, it's like a seesaw. If you try to balance this factor, others are affected. Okay, fine. Give us some time. We will be dealing with that. Okay, take it. Attendance link. Let me share with you, please. Attendance link. Control C, Control V. Alright, fine. Guys, in the first 20 minutes when I missed you people, I was also talking about yesterday's assignment. Yesterday's assignment. People, that denomination. Yes, Sai, I noted that. I noted. Yesterday's assignment of denomination of a currency. Alright. If possible from my side, tomorrow I will start 15 minutes early so that those people who don't know how to write that program of denomination of a currency, they can code along with me. That is by 3:45. Is it okay? जिनको वो program नहीं आया, नहीं समझ रहा है, for those people I can try with them. Because the lecture timing we cannot devote to assignment work. I hope that's clear. Is it okay? But constant also we will be doing it tomorrow, and many more things which I intended to actually do today. All of us. Fine. Take it. Please make sure that you are here with your attendance as well before I could leave. Okay. Fine. If there is no doubt from your end, it's time for us to wind off the class. See you back tomorrow. Assignment I will post on the group. Since I am very much occupied now, give me 1 hour of time. I'll post some assignment question for you in the group. Glad to those people who are actually doing assignments and posting to me in the chat section or maybe on a WhatsApp. I indeed appreciate them. Okay. Chalo, goodbye. Take care. See you back tomorrow again at the same time.